Alright, besides this being way more fucking trouble than it ever should have been, um, I'm gonna try and do this all in less than 30 minutes. That's my goal for this. So, I'm recording this on New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I don't really know how this all ends up working out. Whatever. Last day of 2021. um. It's been a long year, and I'm already sitting there trying to shape things up so that way it's like, hey, next year is gonna be even bigger. I really constituted as getting my job last year. So last year, I got a job. I got single, I believe, last year. Can't remember if that was last year or year before. Cut off some friendships, sit there, and just, a lot really kind of just happened in last year, and it kind of mixes in with the year before. And it's was tiring for a number of things, but also in a number of ways it was really good. My job I could never replace. Let's see. I got a car. I started working on a couple of things. A lot happened. A lot of great things. Some things that I kind of wish could have gone better. And I want to start making next year a little bit more of just like, hey, I'm gonna record something every day. I'm going to write something every day. And I've already kind of started that. This is probably going to sit there and interrupt part of the raft series that I have going with my friend Avernus, and that one already things going wrong, and it's an interesting time. I'm incredibly glad that I sat there and got to start playing that with him. And I'm hoping that, in this next year that I can sit there and start making some other things happening. And I'm not expecting it to blow up. I'm not expecting it to be, just, this overly grand thing. But it's just consistency is what I'm looking for. I want to push myself to be consistent, more reliable. Because, a lot of times I say that I'm going to get something done, but it's like, unless it actually holds some sort of bearing, and it's not just for my own personal thing, it's like, I haven't really held to it, because, I don't need to sit there and record videos. I don't need to work out, even if it is better for me. I don't need to write. I don't need to read. I don't need to expand my skill set. And it's things like these. It's just like, how do you force yourself to in between everything else in life? And just today has been like a very much a looking back kind of day, and being like, a couple of years ago I was a lot poorer, and just the realization now that I can't really say, hey, I'm a poor boy anymore. I sit there and have a good job. I have a car. I'm paying for insurance, paying for... Shark, you're an asshole. You know that, right? Um, you know, I'm paying for all these things, and it's not that I'm being like, I wish I didn't have these. You know, I very much accept paying for them. Like, I'd much rather sit there and be paying for, you know, gas and car insurance than, you know, just not getting anything at all. I don't know why I came on this island. I have nothing that I can do here. This was a poor choice. I get watermelons, I guess. Where did my raft? My raft's all the way over there. I'm gonna get here in a second. And there's a lot that I would like to sit there and just leave behind in this previous year of just being like, I don't want it sitting there being a reoccurring thing. I don't want to have to deal with it. And it's still a lot of conversations with like people that I gotta go have. And it's like sometimes I've wanted to give up being that adult person in most of the friendships that I have. Because like when you're the person that you feel is being the adult 90% of the time, it just becomes exhausting. It's like, why do I gotta be the adult? Why can't, you know, someone else be doing this shit? And I guess that's partly because of my mother, how I was raised, but it's like, you know, why do I gotta be the adult in this situation? Which I love my mother for a number of things, but that is one thing she is very much a pain in the ass about. And Ma, if you ever see this, you know it's damn true. Let me see here. I didn't really sit there and like spend a lot of time being like, how do I want to format this? But one thing that kind of just ensured that I wanted to sit there and have another one of these before the end of New Year's was I went out to run a couple errands today, and I decided to stop at a gas station to get some energy drinks. And usually lately I've just been using a lot of like my debit card, my credit card, or I'll just sit there and pay with cash. And I decided to sit there and go through all the chains that I have sitting in my car and just be like, oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna pay and change. And I had like $11 in $11 or $12 in quarters. And it was just this thing of like, oh, I have a ton of quarters. This used to sit there and make me, you know, incredibly excited as like a child and being like, well, when I was younger and being like, yo, I have all these quarters, I can go to the corner store and get a snacky cake. And there was something just about like the weight of those quarters sitting in my hand and being like, yo, this is great. It was kind of soothing to sit there and just hold the weight of, you know, $12 in quarters, which, sure, it's not a lot of money, but it feels like a little bit of heft in your hand when you're holding $12. Is what, that's 48 quarters? It provides some heft. Yeah, look at me, 48 quarters, quick math. Would like to get good at math again. God, giving up on going to school and not being in so long, just giving up on just kind of like learning things. you know, getting burnt out in school and then just being like, yeah, why am I gonna really pursue any of this? And now with my job, it's like, do I really need to? And the answer is no, I don't need to. My job will just allow me to sit there and grow and learn things through them. But I would like to sit there and actually just pursue more on my own and grow in aspects. So that way it's like, hey, down the line, if I ever want a career change, or if I'm somehow lucky enough to be like, you're financially secure, you're retiring, and you just want to sit there and do things you enjoy, because like, if I could sit there and retire from this job in like, you know, 30 years, and then just spend the rest of my years just like making games, like, you know, just working on my own schedule, making whatever games that I like, you know, pursuing my ideas, that would be beyond fantastic. And I think that's kind of like a solid plan to be working towards. Just something that, like, I gotta be more, here are the steps to accomplishing that goal. Let me actually put those in motion. And right now I don't have a lot going in motion. It's just me kind of accepting whatever direction my life goes. You know, just being like, yeah, no, everything's pretty just free flowing right now. And, you know, when you're young, it doesn't really matter if things are free flowing. It's not like I'm putting a giant pressure on myself to be like, yo, I gotta sit there and get my life all sorted out, and I gotta have this all just like concrete by the time I'm whatever age. And because have met a number of people where they're just like, hey, I gotta sit there and be like, here's my entire 10-year retirement plan, and I am already working on it by the time I'm 20. It's just like, not for me. No hate on those people. It's just not my style. Especially I plan on trying to set a goalpost for myself of being out in my own place by halfway through this year. So it's like, okay, I want to be a little bit more set up with, hey, here's my recording stuff, you know, here's my schedule. If I'm doing a bunch of workout stuff, you know, here's when I'm actually finding time for that. And all that's gonna take a bunch of work, and there's gonna be setbacks. Obviously, I'm not gonna just force myself into this schedule and actually perfectly follow it like I would ideally like it. And that's fine with me. You know, everything takes work, and it's gonna take some habit forming, breaking old habits. Stupid shark, go away. Man, Bruce, why you gotta be a dick? I know I'm trying to stab you and you're sitting there trying to eat me. It's all natural, but you're just kind of a dick. And like, I don't want to just call you a dick. I want to appreciate you, Bruce. I wish I could feed you. I mean, I guess I could. Maybe this is how I'm supposed to be getting my early meat. I don't know. That probably makes sense. You see, I never optimized the beginning of this game really well. I just kind of like played. I don't remember. We're just gonna slowly fish until this thing breaks. Left, right. I don't know. Oh, please. Come on, fishy, please. I'm dying and I'm trying so hard to focus right now so I can sit there and be like, yay, yeah, I'm no longer dying, but hey, we are gonna eat these radishes. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make great survival. Wow, basically said most of what I want to do in 20 minutes. Around 20 minutes? Less than 20 minutes. Ideally, what I would like to do with this channel is, I don't know if I've said this in something else, but like once a week I would like to sit there and have a video with a friend, you know, just either just sitting, talking, just playing some random thing, you know, continuing a series. Maybe it'll be several times a week, just depending on how scheduling and stuff goes. No real set schedule for that, just at least once a week. That's what I would like, just so I can be like, hey, we're friends. Let's actually spend time together and do things, because adult life is busy, adult life is difficult, and sometimes it's just nice to step back and play a game together. And you know, that's gonna come with a little bit of like me buying people games and spending a lot of money on that, and that's something that I'm gonna have to be cautious of, because I will end up blowing way too much money on being like, yeah, no, I want us to play a game, so let me just empty my bank account so that way we all have games and we can all do things. Some friends will be a little bit more just like, dude, relax, than others, but there's also plenty of free games out there and stuff that we can make it work. So it'll be an interesting just wait and see. I'm not overly worried. I'm sure, like everything else that I'm planning on doing, it's gonna be some pain in the butt things of figuring out how to get it initially going, but once we get in a rhythm, it'll all be Gucci. Gucci Manouche. God damn it, Bruce, can you fuck off? Bruce is such a dick. I'm just sitting there trying to be a simple fisherman. And he's sitting there trying to eat my goddamn boat. I don't know. It's just, at least for me, it's incredibly wild that I'm now able to do this at this age. Because, like, you know, when YouTube was first really starting up and a lot of things weren't as just like crazy as they are now, I guess it's like, hey, it'd be nice to just record things with friends, you know, do some of the stupid challenges that, you know, you see on YouTube. And now it's just like, wait, we can do these. I have a good job to actually fund these. A number of my friends have good jobs to sit there and fund things. Obviously some friends still have some more troubles and issues than others, but in general, we're all kind of just like, yeah, no, we got our shit at least headed in a better direction. Some less than others, and some are still kind of just caught up in, yeah, we'll get around to it territory, but that's just friends. You just bonk them on the head and be like, why you stupid? At least that's what I do. I just bonk them on the head, call them stupid. Call them goddamn turtles. If you are not calling your friends a turtle, what else are you doing with your life? Calling them a donut, because all friends are donuts. Except for you, Bruce, you're not a donut, you're just an asshole. Okay, let me make sure that these... Actually, yeah, these are researched. So, can you go away? Thank you. Ugh. Stupid goddamn seagulls. Stupid everything. I'm an adult. That's still just a weird thought for me. And Bruce, you're just a fucking asshole. Dolphins! I wish I knew what you did. Yeah, just kind of chill and follow me, I guess. I don't know. Dolphins are weird creatures. It's weird that, like, dolphins are more scary than sharks in real life. Because, like, oh. Alright. Well, I just lost so much. Alright, well, let's get started again. Because this game's a fucking asshole and apparently... Oh, it just takes away all your shit like that. Okay. Well, at least I sit there and still have things growing. You literally took all my shit, Bruce. You're such an asshole. It's okay. We'll get shit going again. I set myself kind of up to be like, yeah, sure, we can take a death and then keep going. It's unfortunate. I didn't think I was that low, but apparently was. It is what it is, my friend. I hate that it doesn't even begin you with a hook. Like, it just... Hey, you died? Go fuck yourself. It's essentially what this game does when you die. And it's really kind of annoying. Like, especially when you die that close to your boat, it's like, just let me get my items in a box. Let me just something try and retrieve them. It hasn't brought me to a single island this entire time. That's surprising. Usually, like, I keep seeing islands off in the distance, but it's not actually bringing me to any of them. Which is like, okay, why not? Okay, dolphins popping out of the water. Don't really know what you guys do still, but hey. Bruce, you're just a fucking asshole. You're just a fucking asshole. I wanted to stand up for you and be like you're an okay guy at some point, but no, you're just an asshole. It's okay. We get shit going again real quick. We're also coming up on 30 minutes, so scratching my eye, completely fucking missed those. This is why I'm an I don't know what's in this water. Cup of salt water. Dolphins, you keep jumping out of the water. I don't know what that means. Can I, like, give you a fish? Dolphins like fish, right? I don't know what dolphins would like in this. Probably some weird ass shit. Alright, well, if you watched this, thanks. As per usual, happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is. Sorry your birthday is on this day of all days of the year. It's kind of like probably one of the worst. Having your birthday next to any kind of holiday or anything kind of just sucks. So stop being a weirdo. Get a new birthday. And don't tell me that you can't help it. Don't want to hear it. Just get a new one. Go back in time, tell your parents to fuck another day. Alright. Bye.